Sir, may I have the permission to start the function, sir?
Please. Yes, please.
Good morning and namaskar. Infrastructure plays a vital role in the development of each and every institution, and judiciary is not an exception to it. Therefore, it has been a matter of great importance for Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice High Court of Orissa, ever since he took over charge of this institution. His Lordship has been emphasizing the importance of a good and proper infrastructure, which includes improvement to the existing court buildings, as well as creation of new court buildings as and when necessary. Last year, His Lordship has brought about a major improvement in the infrastructure of Orissa judiciary by opening an unprecedented number of new courts and court buildings, even when the entire state was passing through pandemic situation. With this, I now have the honor and privilege to welcome Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice High Court of Orissa, to this function. I also welcome Honorable Justice Biswajit Mohanty, Honorable Dr. Justice B.R. Sarangi, Honorable Justice D. Das, Honorable Justice S. Pujari, the judges of the Honorable High Court of Orissa and administrative judges for the district of Keonjhar, Balasore, Nayagarh, and the chairman subordinate building committee of this institution present here. It's my immense pleasure to welcome all honorable judges present here as well as through virtual mode in joining this function. I welcome the esteemed district judges of Keonjhar, Balasore, and Nayagarh, the president, secretaries, and office bearers of the Bar Association of the said districts, all other officers and staff involved in making this function possible through virtual mode. I welcome my colleagues in the registry, the CPC and his team. I welcome you once again to this function, sir. May I now have the honor to request Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice High Court of Orissa, to inaugurate the Sessions Circuit Court at Odagaon in the district of Nayagarh, the newly constructed court building of Nyayadhikari at Bhograi in the district of Balasore, and the newly constructed court building of Nyayadhikari at Ghasipura in the district of Keonjhar through VC mode. My lords.
Come, sir, come. Sir.
Thank you, my lords. May I now request CPC to display the video clippings. May I now request Honorable Justice S. Pujari, Judge High Court of Orissa and Administrative Judge for the District of Keonjhar to speak a few words on the occasion. My Lord.
Good morning to all of us, all of persons who are present here. So in the virtual mode or as well as physical mode, Honorable Chief Justice, Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, my esteemed brothers, Justice Vishwajit Mohanty, Justice B.R. Sarangi, Justice D. Das, Justice Roganka Shekhar Sahu, Justice Narsingh, Justice R.K. Patnaik, Justice Raman and Justice Satpathy, who are physically present here. So also my esteemed brothers who are present in the brother and sister who are present in the virtual mode, the learned district judge of the concerned district, Keonjhar, Balasore, Nayagarh, so also the members of the bar present there, other officers, Registrar General and his team in the High Court who have worked hard for this function. Indeed, it is a great day for all of us. We are getting 2 more new court buildings, adding to the infrastructure which are highly required. So also we are getting a circuit court in Odagaon in the district of Nayagarh. In this occasion, I must congratulate all of you, especially Brother Justice Sarangi for getting a full-fledged court in Odagaon, which is his own place, also the people there. So also, I am also happy that I am getting a new court building in my administrative district, that is Gram Nyayadhikari for Gram Nyayadhikari in Ghasipura and Salapada. Brother Justice Das must be also happy for getting the same, getting such a court in his district, as well as the members of the bar there who are now getting good infrastructure. In this occasion, I must say that I also congratulate Brother Justice Mohanty for getting a circuit court in his Judgeship, Nayagarh at Odagaon, which is the way to his home, Bhajnagar. Always he travels through the same. I also congratulate the members of the bar in these places. Friends, we are getting good infrastructure now. Gone are the days when in test houses, bar and courts were functioning. Till recent past, till I joined in the High Court 1996, I have seen how in the test houses, the court in Cuttack district headquarters, some courts were functioning in the subordinate judiciary. Now in each and every year we are having good infrastructure as well as the districts, also the subordinate courts. Brother Justice Sarangi has insisted we have taken a mission that must be spacious, 3 acres land must be taken for each court building, and without infrastructure, we had also taken a principle that with that infrastructure, we will not open the courts. Of course, some have been opened and gradually the infrastructure immediately, the scheme, the money for infrastructure is being made available, and executing agencies are also doing well. They are completing the buildings within the stipulated time, in spite of the difficulties in the pandemic. I must say to the members of the bar, this is your property. You will remain here for always. Officers may come and officers may go, but it is your duty to maintain the cleanliness of the building, the longevity of the building. So it is your duty that you must have all sincere efforts for well maintenance of the building. I am happy to see that Nayagarh Court, Odagaon Court, though here it was opened more than 6 months ago before, but still it is continuing to be in a good condition. I hope that the people of Bhograi, so also Ghasipura, and the members of the bar, they are including Anandpur bar, who is a part and parcel of Ghasipura bar, and nearer to it, they will maintain the building in that manner. So also I would request the judicial officers who are posted there to see that it is properly maintained. It is properly maintained. Simultaneously, while congratulating all of you, let us also not forget the banyan tree, which was our with court building, which was always available in every court building. There was a banyan tree, which was, I must say, Parasita Jive Saya Pradayaka Kashta Sahi Para Kashta Saharako. That was the banyan tree. And let us not forget the banyan tree, which was giving us the shelter during these years to have plantations, though not in the shape of, may not be in the shape of banyan tree, in the periphery. And the judicial officer and the members of the bar must not forget that banyan tree, which was the part of every court building. So have plantations in nearby periphery area and keep the premises green and clean. With this, I congratulate all of you and conclude, and also give a big thanks to Honorable Chief Justice and the Building Committee for this momentous occasion and for giving the infrastructure in my district and other district. With this, I conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you for your kind inputs. May I now request Honorable Justice D. Das, Judge High Court of Orissa, and the Administrative Judge for the District of Balasore to put a few words to the occasion.
Good morning to all who are present today in this function of inauguration of two new court buildings, one at Bhograi and another at Ghasipura, and also the circuit court at Odagaon. Honorable Chief Justice Dr. S. Muralidhar, Honorable Justice Biswajit Mahanti, Honorable Justice B.R. Sadangi, all other judges who are brother judges who are present here, brothers and sister judges who have joined us through virtual mode, Honorable Justice S. Pujari, the Administrative Judge of Keonjhar, Judgeship. Today is no doubt a very important day for all the three judgeships, that is Nayagarh, Balasore and Keonjhar, where these three functions are being held. We are adding a new chapter under the able leadership of our Honorable Chief Justice insofar as infrastructure in these three places are concerned, that is Bhograi, Odagaon, as well as this Ghasipura. Now that the dream we had seen that we will be having such beautiful infrastructure, beautiful building and magnificent building one day to have our courts at Tahsil level and block level, that is going to be being fulfilled under the able guidance of our Honorable Chief Justice. So that deficiency which we were having yesterday would may not be there tomorrow. So with that, now we shall have to discharge our duty. I am not giving any advice to anybody, but we shall have also now to rise to the occasion to see that the purpose for which all these have been met by spending huge revenue, which pinches definitely the purse of every citizen of the country, we must together discharge our duties. The members of the judiciary, the members of the bar, and also all other organs who are associated. With all these words, I again give thanks to the District Judge of Keonjhar District, District Judge of Balasore District, District Judge of Nayagarh District, and his entire team to see that the dream which we had seen when is being fulfilled by way of placement of the infrastructure, the future goal which is required to be achieved, we must proceed at a fast speed. With all these, I conclude.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you for your kind words. May I now request Honorable Dr. Justice B.R. Sarangi, Judge High Court of Orissa, and the Chairman, Subordinate Court Building Committee, to address the gathering.
Honorable Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice of Orissa High Court, my esteemed sister and brother judges who are in the physical present and also in virtual mode watching the proceeding, the respective district judges and their teams of respective districts, the respective collector and SPs of the respective districts, the members of the bar of the respective districts, those who are present in the virtual board. Really, it is a momentous occasion for us that in one day we have got 3 courts to be opened, one at Bhograi, another at Ghasipura, and next is Odagaon. And I am very happy that with a short span of time, with the able leadership of my Lord Chief Justice, we could able to achieve our goal one after another, and that too, this mission will continue with the support of my Lord Chief Justice and other brother judges, those are running the office in the Odisha High Court. And this is not the first stage where we have only provided the infrastructure, rather the infrastructure being provided in day-to-day affairs of the administration itself. I can remind that of the day of 2017 when Justice Binesh Sharma was the Chief Justice of this court. The idea of having the infrastructure has come to his mind, which has been materialized by me as being a chairman of the building committee, being able assisted by Mr. Justice Pujari and Justice Sujit Prasad, which is Judge of Jharkhand High Court. And this mission have led us today to have this magnificent building everywhere in the state itself. Needless to say that merely because you have provided with the magnificent building, that will not serve the purpose. Purpose is ultimately is to achieve the goal of dispensation of justice to the needy people. And I can also say that when Odagaon Court was open, incidentally, my esteemed brother, Justice Vishwajit Mahanti and myself had gone there to open the Nayagarh at Odagaon. And today, he is the administrative judge of Nayagarh, and in his hand, now the Odagaon Court is completed, having this subordinate court, having a circuit court at Odagaon. Now this Odagaon Court is a complete court in the hands of Justice Vishwajit Mahanti. Really, I congratulate him, and because of his endeavor, we can get everything. Now, Mr. D. Das, Justice D. Das, is no less because he is making a consistent endeavor to find out the ways and means how to get the work done. And in his endeavor, we have got the Bhograi court at Balasore. And needless to say that earlier also we had got district court at Bhadrak because of his leadership. So far as Justice Pujari is concerned also, because of his vision, which we have materialized today, and we are getting this court buildings at Ghasipura, this is his one of the best contribution to the district of Keonjhar being an administrative judge. Not only in this administrative judge, in the districts which have courts have opened today, in all over the state, we are trying to have the similar courts in many places, and we are on the job itself. I may request all of you that the situation which now been created for you, that it is your responsibility to maintain it properly. At the learned district judges and respective magistrates, those are posted respective courts, they have to see the cleanliness of the institution, and more so the bar people, they have to take a leading part in the issue itself, so that at least you can have a clean environment for dispensation of justice. I can also request all of you that you must take part in dispensation of justice, because merely because you have got good building, that will not serve a purpose. Purpose is to deliver the justice to the poor people. That unless the poor people be satisfied that this is a temple where I can get justice, nothing can be done. In such position, I may request all of you, let us work together and go together so that at least we can achieve the goal and ultimately satisfy the mandate of the Constitution itself. With these words, I conclude. Thank you all for giving this opportunity to say something.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you for your warm words. May I now request Honorable Justice Vishwajit Mahanti, Judge High Court of Orissa, and the Administrative Judge for the District of Nayagarh to have a few words on the occasion.
Good morning, everybody. Dr. Justice Muralidhar, our Chief Justice, my esteemed sister and brother judges, learned district judges and judicial officers present in the event, learned advocates, officers of the registry, and ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to be a part of today's event when court buildings of Sessions Circuit Court at Odagaon, court building of Nyayadhikari at Bhograi, and court building of Nyayadhikari at Ghasipura have been simultaneously inaugurated by our Chief Justice. Technology has made this event possible. I am as much happy as the Administrative Judge of Nayagarh for inauguration of the Sessions Court at Odagaon, as I am delighted as part of High Court's IT committee that today in the High Court as well as district courts, technology has become an enabler of such feats. Access to justice remains one of the fundamental goals that drives our efforts to provide more and more courts for the litigant public and better infrastructure in judiciary. Without proper infrastructure in courts, the aim of enhancing access to justice may not be effectively accomplished. This is why the inauguration of the newly constructed court buildings at Ghasipura and Bhograi are also a reason to be happy about. With provision of a sessions circuit court, the advocates and litigants of Odagaon will now find themselves closer to the doors of justice. And hopefully this court will be able to meet the aspirations of the advocates and the litigant public. The bar also has to reciprocate. It has to send a positive message by its sincere involvement and efficient performance in the sessions circuit court at Odagaon. Likewise, the presiding officers, staff, and advocates who are in the courts of Nyayadhikari at Bhograi and Ghasipura must also strive to keep the level of their performance at the top, so that the purpose of providing new court building is served well. After all, having requisite infrastructure is only a part of the process of delivery of justice. We all know what duties we must fulfill, be it the bar or the bench. Therefore, today, while congratulating the advocates and the general public of Odagaon, Bhograi, and Ghasipura, I would like to call upon every person who is a stakeholder in this justice delivery system of these three places to strive to give their best. Only then the endeavor of the High Court in establishing these new courts and court buildings shall be truly rewarded. With these words, I conclude. Thank you all.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you for your kind inputs. May I now have the privilege to request Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice High Court of Orissa, to give the inaugural address. My lord.
A very warm good morning to everyone. Pranam, Vande Utkala Janani. Another very happy day for all of us here present on this occasion of inauguration of the two Gramanyayalas, one at Ghasipura, the other at Bhograi, and of course the functioning of the Sessions Court in Circuit in Odagaon. Joining me today are my esteemed colleagues, Justice Manthi, Justice Sarangi, Justice Arindam Sinha, Justice Devabrata Dash, Justice Pujari, Justice Sanjeev Panigrahi, Justice Savitri Ratho, Justice Mrigaka Shekhar Sahu, Justice Patnaik, Justice Satpati, Justice Narsingh, Justice Raman. It's a very, very happy occasion when so many of my colleagues are always there, present and giving their full support for all the activities of the High Court, of the district courts. It only reminds us that all of us are here together, hand in hand, working for the same goal, for the same mission, and with one vision in view, the marching forward of the judiciary in Orissa. Joining this endeavor are our very dear district judges in all the 30 districts in Orissa. Today, 3 of them are present here. Madam Rupashri Chaudhary from Nayagarh, Shri Bhagavata Pradhana from Balasore, who is district judge, Shri Chittaranjan Mahapatra, who is the district judge Keonjhar. And then we have the bar associations. I'm told the elections have happened on 26th March, so I may be referring to the earlier presidents. If I'm referring to them, please pardon me, because we still don't have the names of the new presidents. But I will still mention Shri Dayanidhi Dash, President Anandpur Bar Association, Shri Hemant Kumar Malik, Secretary Anandpur Bar Association, Shri Sapan Kumar Patra, President Bar Association Bhograi, Shri Chinmay Kumar Datta, Secretary Bar Association Balasore, Shri Indu Bhushan Mishra, President Bar Association Odagaon, Shri Gaurhari Swain, Secretary Bar Association Odagaon. And we should never forget the support we are getting all the time from the state government, today represented by the collectors and SPs in the 3 districts, Dr. Poma Tudu, Collector Nayagarh, Shri Siddharth Kataria, SP Nayagarh, Shri K. Sudarshan Chakravarti, Collector Baleshwar, Shri Sudhanshu Shekhar Mishra, SP Baleshwar, Shri Ashish Thakre, Collector Keonjhar, Shri Mitra Bhanu Mahapatra, SP Keonjhar. Every such occasion requires a lot of effort by several people. So it's time also to acknowledge the involvement of the staff in the district courts, of the officers in the district courts, of our own registry in the High Court, ably led by Shri Chittaranjan Das, the Registrar General, and the technological support provided by the entire team, led by our Central Project Coordinator, Shri Anupam Patra. And then we have his counterparts in the districts. Everyone has to come together. If such an event has to go live and it has to go flawlessly, then there has to be complete coordination between several units. Over the last year, we've had an active involvement as far as infrastructure is concerned by the Work Secretary of the Orissa government and the PWD, in this case, the Police Housing Corporation. We have several agencies carrying out all these projects. Those plaques which you see next to the plaques, inaugural plaques, are an acknowledgement of the involvement of the engineering team led by the superintending engineer of the respective places, of the architects. So it's a collective effort of several people. What we see today as a symbol of public judicial institutions in the two places, in Bhograi and Ghasipura, are very significant. They definitely do bring justice closer to the doorstep of people in the remote districts. Bhograi is bordering West Bengal. It's supposed to be called the granary of Orissa. It's 80% of the population is involved in agriculture. So is the population in Ghasipura, again, which is bordering the neighboring districts. It's the bordering district of Keonjhar. Incidentally, Odagaon too is in the border of Nayagarh. What we are expecting to happen in these places is for people to get speedy, efficient justice, as my brothers have been pointing out. We expect and we believe that the bar will not disappoint us in fully cooperating with the bench in these places to ensure that these institutions flourish. If these institutions have to flourish, then they have to have the support of the lawyers, of the public, of the local administration. The officers themselves must acknowledge that they will be the first points of contact for the local population. They will be the representative of the Indian judiciary as a whole, of the Odisha judiciary in particular, and no one in these courts should be turned away without justice. That is the aim, that is the goal. When we open more and more courts, we open more and more court buildings. We're trying to ensure a minimum standard. Justice Sarangi referred to it. This plan has been in the offing during the times of Justice Vinit Saran, the Judge Supreme Court of India, who was the Chief Justice at the relevant time, when we wanted a larger space for both the outlying station courts as well as the district courts, where all of the facilities of the court can be accommodated in one place. Not only the court hall and the bar association hall, but the service centers that we speak of, where amenities are provided to the public, and also staff living quarters for those working in the courts. With the collective efforts of the previous building committees and the present building committee headed by Justice Sarangi, we are making these dreams come true all over Orissa. I'm not sure of what is happening in other states in India, but I think all of us here sitting in the High Court can confidently state that great strides have been made in the last 1 year in opening of new courts. Several courts have been opened, and we are continuing at the same pace in 2022 itself also, thanks to the collective efforts of everyone. The Justice Mahanti mentioned about technological advance. We are going to see more and more of this very soon. I'm announcing in advance to the bar in the districts. Of course, you've had the e-libraries opened only a few days ago. You're soon going to have the launch of e-filing 3.0, which is going to make e-filing very, very simple. It will be a 3-step, 2-step or 3-step exercise. And you will suddenly find filing of petitions, not only in your own courts, but anywhere in court, anywhere else, going to be very easy. All this will have the effect of transforming the way we function as courts, the way we have our practice as a lawyer. And all these changes are for the better. It is to bring ultimately people closer to the courts. All of these efforts are to improve the quality of justice, to assure access to justice, to assure no denial of justice to anyone on any ground whatsoever. So this is indeed a very happy day, one more very happy day for all of us. And with those very happy words and wishing all the judicial officers, the bar associations in all these places, all the very best, I conclude my address. Jai Hind.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you. And amazing with the words that Lordship has suggested for the bar and members of the judiciary. May I now request Sri Suman Kumar Mishra, Registrar Judicial, to present the vote of thanks. Sri Mishra.
Namaskar. We congratulate the people of Odagaon, Bhograi and Ghasipura for today's achievement. While Odagaon has got the Sessions Circuit Court, Bhograi and Ghasipura have got new beautiful buildings of Nyayadhikari. We are grateful to Honorable Chief Justice Dr. S. Muralidhar, who, since the day of assuming office in Orissa High Court, has been taking all possible efforts to take the judiciary of our state to a new high. His Lordship's dedication can be perceived from the fact that without compromising with judicial work, His Lordship has visited all the 30 district courts on weekends only to understand the problems at the grassroots. Not only that, His Lordship addresses each and every problem and keeps on reminding us till it is completely redressed. We express gratitude to Honorable Justice Biswajit Mohanty, the Administrative Judge from Nayagarh, Honorable Dr. Justice Vidyutrandan Sadangi, Chairman, Building Committee for Subordinate Courts, Honorable Justice Devabrata Das, the Administrative Judge for Balasore, and Honorable Justice Satrughna Pujari, the Administrative Judge for Keonjhar, for having spared their valuable time and spoken on this occasion. We express gratitude to Honorable Justice Arindam Sinha, Honorable Justice Sanjeev Kumar Panigrahi, Honorable Justice Savitri Rathod, Honorable Justice Murgankar Shekhar Sahu, Honorable Justice Radhakrishna Patnaik, Honorable Justice V. Narsingh, Honorable Justice Miraja Prasanna Satpathy, and Honorable Justice M.S. Raman for attending today's function. Their Lordship's kind presence has encouraged us and made this event really special. We also express gratitude to Honorable Judges who could not be present today due to personal inconvenience, but they've expressed and extended their wishes for today's function. We are grateful to the respected district judges and judicial officers of Keonjhar, Balasore and Nayagarh for attending this event through virtual mode. We are also grateful to the presidents and office bearers and members of Keonjhar, Balasore, Nayagarh, Bhograi, Ghasipura, Andhapur and Odagaon Bar Associations for attending this event. We thank the officers of the local administration of the 3 districts for their support. We are thankful to the Central Project Coordinator, Mr. Anupam Patra, and the technical team for having made today's function possible by their technical support. We thank the court staff and all others who have contributed for today's function. We also thank the media personnel for never failing in carrying our message to the general public. May I now seek the permission of Honorable Chair to declare the function closed.
Yes, please.
The function is declared closed. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Namaskar.